So today's class is going to be all about strengthening and stretching the hamstrings. So materials you will need are blocks, and you may even want to grab a blanket if you have sensitive knees or knee issues. We'll grab one just in case and set it over here. So to start, we're going to step towards the top of our mat, placing our feet about hip-width distance apart, arms down by the sides, palms shining forward. Really focusing on pressing down through the heels, lengthening all the way up through the legs and the spine. Taking a nice big inhale, and then as you exhale, relaxing the shoulders down the back. Taking a few moments to connect with the breath. Noticing how it fills the belly when you inhale. On the next inhale, go ahead and sweep the arms all the way up, bringing the palms to meet. Gazing up towards the thumbs. And then as you exhale, hinge forward from the hips, bringing the hands to meet the shins. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms back up, reverse swan dive, bringing the hands to meet, gazing it up towards the thumbs. Exhale, bringing the hands down to the shins. Engage the core, pull the belly button in towards the spine. And then exhale, hands come down to the mat, forward fold. So we're going to do this 2 more times, taking a moment to warm up the hamstrings and the hips. Exhale, hands come down to the shins. Release, forward fold. Nice big inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to shins. And then release, forward fold. Pressing the palms into the mat, go ahead and step the feet back, coming into downward facing dog. And just taking a moment to pedal out the feet, pressing one hip down into the floor, followed by the other. Maybe taking a moment to pause on one side for a few breaths. Just hold and breathe. Pedaling out the feet for just a few more breaths. Last time. Then gently release the knees down towards the mat. So coming into a tabletop position. And we're going to tuck the belly button up in towards the spine. As you take an inhale, you're going to press down through the left shin. Raise the right leg back, and then plant the ball of the foot down on the mat, pressing down through the heel. Hold and breathe. up and over, placing it just outside the left side of the mat. And try to gaze back towards that right foot. Go ahead and bring that knee back down. Now we're going to go ahead and tuck the toes under, press it back, downward facing dog. Nice big inhale, right leg rises. And then as you exhale, the right knee is going to come in towards the chest and then place the foot in between the hands. So this is where we would grab our blanket and you're going to place your blanket down on the floor, right about where you would rest your knee if you were to bring your knee down onto the mat. Bringing the top of the foot down onto the mat, press through that front foot, inhale, rise, low lunge. Hold and breathe. Go ahead and grab those blocks. And we're going to leave them up vertical side. And taking a nice big inhale, you're going to press the heart forward. And then as you exhale, go ahead and shift back so that you come onto the heel of that front foot, coming into a half split or a kneeling pyramid pose. Inhale, coming forward, pressing the heart forward, pressing the shoulders down. Exhale onto the heel, straighten that leg. 2 more times, nice big inhale. Exhale, and you can adjust these if you start to feel that you get a little bit more flexibility in that hamstring and you want to take it deeper, go ahead and adjust those blocks. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to go ahead and set the blocks to the side because we're going to need them again. Placing your hands down on the mat, go ahead and come up onto the back toes and bring the right foot back to meet the left in downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. Exhale, release the knees down. I'm going to leave my blanket there because an option is to use that blanket if while in tabletop position you feel too much pressure on the knees. So our wrists are underneath our shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to take a nice big inhale and you're going to lift that left leg and then plant the ball of that left foot down, driving that heel towards the back of the mat. Hold and breathe. Big inhale, lift it up and bring that left foot over so that it's just outside the right side of the mat. And then try to gaze back towards that left foot. Engage the core. for a few more breaths. Then go ahead and bring that knee back up and over. Tucking the toes under, coming into our downward facing dog, pressing those heels down to the earth. Hold and breathe. Nice big inhale, left leg rises. As you exhale, bring that left knee in towards the chest, placing the foot in between the hands. Go ahead and grab your blocks. And again, having them up on vertical to start. Rest that right knee down onto the blanket, placing the tops of the foot down onto the mat. Push the heart forward and the hips forward. Lengthen through the spine. Press down through the left foot. As you exhale, begin to straighten that left leg, coming into that half split or that kneeling pyramid. Inhale, bringing that foot back down, coming back into our low lunge. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, foot back down. One last time, taking it back into that half split. All right, we're going to go ahead and remove those blocks. Press the hands down into the mat and lift and place the left foot up. Go ahead and remove the blanket as well. And coming back into a downward facing dog, pressing the heels down to the floor. Hold and breathe. Nice big inhale, right leg rises. And then as you exhale, go ahead and float the knee in towards the chest and place the foot in between the hands. Turning the back heel down into the earth. Go ahead and press through the feet. Rise, warrior one. So lengthen through the spine. Bringing the gaze either up to the hands or to where the wall and ceiling meet. Alright, we're going to grab our blocks once again, placing them on the vertical side. You're going to step that back foot in, so stepping it in, placing the heel down, and begin to straighten that front leg, bringing the front foot onto the heels and the toes up. I'm going to move my blocks so you can see. And just hold and breathe. And release that front foot down, stepping the left foot up to meet the right. We're going to release it all the way down, forward fold. So either bringing the hands to the mat or routing the elbows and just allowing the arms to hang. Just hold and breathe. grabbing those blocks. We're gonna take and place them back by our feet. And go ahead and step the right foot back, bringing the heel down to the mat, and tilt up onto the heel of that left foot, bending through that right knee. Hold and breathe. Lengthen through the spine. Release that front foot back down. And we're going to go ahead and float or hop the right foot back, bringing the heel down to the mat. So coming into our warrior one on the left side. Press through that top foot. Lengthen through the spine and press the hips forward. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips, and we're going to walk the feet so that they are facing the right side of our mat, or the side of our mat. And then we're just going to place the hands on the hips, and you're going to lengthen through the spine, pressing the hips back, coming forward into a wide leg forward fold. So walking the hands down to the floor, releasing the head down so it can move freely. And just hold and breathe. Allowing yourself to release further and further down into that forward fold with each breath. Creating length and space where they are needed. Inhale, halfway lift. We're going to go ahead and walk the heels in slightly so that our toes are facing the corners of our mat. And then begin to walk the hands up towards the thighs. Keeping the hands on the thighs. Coming into goddess pose. Press the hips forward. Extend upwards through the spine. Hold and breathe. And then just go ahead and straighten both legs, coming all the way up. We're going to begin to walk the feet in towards each other and sit down on our mat. So once we are down on our mat, go ahead and take the legs out nice and wide. Flexing through the feet. Really focusing on pressing through the heels towards the corners of the room. Just taking a nice big inhale and rooting down through the sits bones as you exhale, just crawling the fingertips forward. Hold and breathe. Option here, if you'd like, you can grab one of your blocks and rest your forearms onto the block. start to walk it back up. We're gonna place our left hand down on our left shin. Nice big inhale. Right arm's gonna come up and reach over towards the left foot, pulling the shoulder down the back. You can always release the hand to the back of the head if the arm starts to get tired. Exhale, rotate over towards that left leg and place both hands on the floor. Really extending through the spine, bending towards that leg. Start to walk it back all the way up, rotating back to center. And then we're gonna bring that right hand over onto the right shin. Nice big inhale, left arm's gonna come up and over, pulling the shoulder down the spine. Hold and breathe, really focusing on expanding through the bottom of the left ribs here. Exhale, bringing the left hand down to the mat as well as the right. Begin to face the right leg, bending through the hips, lengthening through the spine. Hold and breathe. And start to walk it up. We're going to bring our hands underneath the knees or underneath the thighs and just pull the legs in, bringing the feet to meet the soles of the feet, allowing them to fall apart, and allowing the knees to fall out towards the sides. Bring the hands to either the shins or the bottom of the feet. Just lengthen up through the spine, allowing gravity to do the work with the legs. We're not forcing anything here. Go ahead and pull the knees in towards each other. And we're going to make our way down onto our backs. So gently lowering all the way down. Taking the arms out to a T, and just allow the knees to fall over towards the left side of the mat. Inhale, bringing the knees back to center, and then as you exhale, allowing them to fall over towards the right. Come back to center and begin to stretch the legs all the way out. Bring the arms down by the sides, palms face up. Begin to settle into the mat. Getting nice and comfy and cozy. Just taking a nice big inhale in. And noticing how the chest rises. And then as you exhale, relaxing down into the ground. And noticing how the chest falls. And continuing to follow the breath. Taking notice of every inhale and exhale. You're always welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. But whenever you're ready to come out, start to wiggle the fingers and the toes and allow the breath to deepen. Whenever you're ready, roll over onto your side.
using your arm to support your head. And then gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. This concludes today's practice. Thank you for sharing yours with me. The light in me honors and sees the light in you.